on, you son of a bitch.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Happy New Comic Book Day. Today's Wednesday, and as you know, it's New Comic Book Day. It's like Christmas every Wednesday, baby. And this is my weekly pickups review. And if you're new to my channel, this is basically where I just talk about what I picked up from my local comic book shop this past week. And it was it wasn't a huge week, but it was a great week in books, and there was a lot of good books. It was a little hard for me to decide my pick of the week, but as you know, I usually like to start this with my pick of the week, and I think I would have to say it was a tough one, but the one that I really enjoyed and have been enjoying the whole entire time was Joe Hill's Hill House Comics Basket Full of Heads, issue 4. I'm not sure if the solicits and previews was a different cardstock variant cover with, you know, her kind of holding the bloody hammer with the yellow slicker in the rain, because my shop had a different variant. So I don't know how, because I want to try to order that cardstock variant. I should have been just ordering both A and B covers for this whole run, because this is absolutely my favorite of all the Hill House books. This, you know, it picks up exactly where it left off when she's fighting that, you know, that guy that was coming to her aid, and she ends up whooping it. You know, they go back and forth, and we learn a lot more in this story. And dude, it's just crazy. You know, like a small town. This is totally, like, I can just totally see this book becoming a movie or a TV show down the road. So I might have to try to pick up some of every cardstock cover if they're still available, because I know I have both covers for the first issue, but I honestly want to go back and ask my LCS if I can get all the B covers for this entire series, because I know for issue 2 or 3, like, one of the pages kind of ripped out, and I haven't been able to get a replacement for that, because that kind of bummed me out, because this is my favorite run. I'm going to still have to check in about that, but I highly recommend you checking this out. Even if you're not going to pick it up now, definitely pick it up in trades, because this is, if you're a Joe Hill fan, this is a must read. It's just a must read, and it's longer than the other ones. All the other ones are 6 issues. This is going to be 7, so I'm just so excited. The way this one ended was crazy. I feel like I don't want to get into too much into this, you know. I'm just going to leave it where it left off. They continue fighting, and she ends up learning a lot more stuff that's going on, and this town has some really fishy stuff going on in it. So yeah, man, definitely check that one out. Next we got Shazam issue 10, and it was a pretty big week for DC. I'd say the last couple weeks have been pretty big. They've been killing it. And Shazam, if you've been watching my stuff, Shazam has been consistently one of the best DC titles. It's written by Jeff Johns. Artwork is amazing. I think it's Inglesman, but sometimes they, you know, it's 2 artists in the book, but this book has just been amazing. Some crazy stuff goes down at the end of this book, but it's basically, you know, it's got who is it? Oh shoot, King Kid. You know, King Kid is trying to, you know, take war to the earth, to take war to all the Shazam family, and you know, they got their 7th member, so they're gonna be cracking heads and busting skulls, baby. And it was just a fantastic issue, man. It's just been so much fun. It's so much fun, and you know, how can you not love that cover? Gingerbread War, like, it was so cool. It was just so cool. Next we got Batman, James Tynion IV, Batman issue 87. Now, I wasn't that crazy about issue 86. I absolutely loved the artwork. The artwork was amazing in issue 86. But 87, I thought, was a very big step. I thought this was better than Detective Comics, the issue that came out this week. I like this Batman book the best that came out this week, because we got a couple. We got 3. Not including Hell Arisen, which is the Batman Who Laughs, really, and Lex Luthor. But this we got some major players, like all the Batman villains are in this. All the major players. The artwork I wasn't as crazy about, like the colors in this, but they got Penguin looking sinister as hell in this, looking creepy, man. And he's looking Rambo'd up by the end of this, dude. It was so cool. Yeah, man, like I think Tinian, you know, he was setting stuff up, and you know, he had to pull in from King's Run, but dude, he's got something big planned, and I'm just so excited to see what's to come, because after this issue, I'm like, okay, man, I'm feeling I'm feeling the motions and the everything that's going on. It was just really cool. Next, we got Batman Detective Comics issue 1019, Burn the Bat. Now this just continues where the last issue left off, you know, with him being attacked, you know, right in front of everybody in the world, and basically, you know, it's like he has to handle this crazy cult like group that are trying to bring in this monster, and they end up doing that, and it was just absolutely it was fun. It's just, you know, it was more like a Christmas story, so it's a little late, but a little late is better than never. I still liked it. I just think I liked the issue before a little bit better, but it just seemed a little bit more fillerish. So, but it's still been a really good series, and I highly recommend just getting on Detective Comics, because it's consistently been one of the best Batman titles. But, you know, now with Tinian on, it's going to be giving, Batman's going to be giving Detective a run for its money. Next, told you it was a big week for Batman, baby. Batman Superman, issue 6. We got the Aftermath of the Infected. This issue actually takes place before this issue 1. It takes place before issue 1 of Hell Arisen. So it was really interesting. You know, they're kind of dealing with how Bruce and Superman kind of handled everything, kind of keeping everything on the down low from all the other superheroes, and they kind of have to explain themselves to Wonder Woman, because she's pretty ticked off, you know, with everything that went down with Donna Troy being infected. And they kind of ended up with, they thought they were trying to help, and, you know, they went about it the wrong way, and it ended up kind of biting them in the ass, and they kind of ended up falling into the Batman Who Laughs plan in a way, because, you know, I don't know. You just got to read the issue. It's been a great series, and Williamson has just been doing outstanding, and Marquez on the artworks has just been really, really cool. Marquez and Sanchez, yeah. You're the Villain, Hell Arisen, issue 2. My only disappointment with this series, I had to get that variant cover. Look at that, man. That is beautiful. I don't understand why these are $4.99. I don't understand why all issues. I mean, I think it's only 4 issues, so whatever, but it's like, I don't know if it's that. This didn't seem that. The first issue was a little bit more dense. This issue didn't seem that dense, so it was a fairly quick read. I still like what's going on. I think it's a cool, really cool series. It's another James Tinian book, and if you're into the Batman Who Laughs storyline that's been going on, I think that this is definitely one you need to read, because this is basically like Lex Luthor and Batman Who Laughs kind of facing off in a way. But the way it seems, you know, it kind of ties into what's been going on with the Justice League as well. So yeah, you know, I think it's definitely worth the read. It's just surprising that DC is making all of them, you know, $4.99. Next, I haven't got a chance to read these because I got my issue 10 of Wonder 12s. I just got this in. I think I just got it in last week, and I still have not gotten the chance to read it because I got a messed up copy, so I had to they had to reorder it for me, and they finally, then issue 11 came in today, so I have to catch up and read both of them, and it took me so long to read all my other books. I didn't want to. I figured, you know, this one's so far down the line. I just highly recommend this book. Seriously, like, I never was any type of Wonder Twins fan, but this series has been so much fun. I honestly would say, if we're not talking about Naomi, because everyone, you know, there's some people who don't like Naomi, but this is definitely the best of the Wonder Comics series. Wonder Twins has been absolutely amazing. When this got up to 12 issues, when it was supposed to be only 6, I was like, thank God. I wasn't so happy about Dial H for Hero being, I didn't understand that, but this one was the one that was needed. I almost wish that this would become an ongoing, but either way, I'm happy as hell to see it, and maybe we'll get some more Wonder Twins in the future, because sadly it's going to end on issue 12. But yeah, man, I highly recommend picking this up in trade, or, you know, if you've been reading it, you know it's just so much fun. It is just so cool. Let's jump into some independent. Starting off with some IDW goodness, we got issue 2 of the Kill Lock. I don't remember if I mentioned I picked up issue 1 of the Kill Lock. You know, I never really read any Transformers comics. It wasn't, you know, TMNT was always my thing as a kid. I used to really get into the Michael Bay Transformers movies. I've seen the cartoons and stuff. It just wasn't my #1 thing. But this is kind of like a spin-off type thing of Transformers. Not at all like, it's just, you know, it's robots. It's a world of robots. And they got this amazing, you know, story going. And the guy, Livio Raimondelli, he is writing and doing all the artwork in this book. And it's just phenomenal. He does the artwork, I believe, on the Transformers books. But this is his creation. And it's only going to be 6 issues. So if you're a Transformers fan and you're a fan of this man's artwork, you need to check this out, because this has just been really cool, and it makes me want to dive into some Transformers stuff, because his artwork is just absolutely just brilliant, and it's so cool. It's like paintings. It's crazy. You know, they're dealing with these criminals that kind of, once you get, it's called the Kill Lock, and they put a group of criminals with this lock, and if one of them dies, they all die. So these criminals kind of have to band together. This group of criminals have to band together to figure out how they can stop this and, you know, break the lock, basically. Next, we got Dark Horse, The Mask. I Pledge Allegiance to the Mask. Issue 4. We're ending this, sadly. Issue 4 of 4. Oh my God, though. This has been so crazy fun. There's nothing like this, man. This just is all... It is just like over the head on everything. It just goes over your head. It is absolutely batshit crazy, man. It's so nuts. It's so crazy, but it is so hilarious. Like, I love the artwork in this. Christopher Cantwell, he just, dude, the stuff he's dropping in this book is just crazy. You know, you know, you gotta check this out. Like, if you're any type of Mask fan, it's gonna be darker and grittier and really raunchy. But if you can get past all that stuff, I think that this is just an absolutely hysterically fun read. And I recommend it, honestly. I really do. It has really been just fun. So much fun. Next, we got my favorite Image title, Middle West, issue 14. Scotty Young, Jorge Corona, and Nate Pico's Jean-Francois Belu. Oh my God. This has been so amazing. Every issue is so good. This story, this is like one of the best Image titles. I think that this will become one of the best Image titles, like up there with Saga. I hope that this keeps continuing for a while. This is a great ongoing, and it really shows that Scotty Young is not just a great artist, but he is a fantastic writer. I just couldn't recommend this enough. I just really can't. Like, pick this up and trade, do whatever you gotta do. You gotta check this out. It's about a boy going on an adventure and running away from his father, who when he gets angry, he turns into this tornado monster, and he finds out that he also is cursed with this power. So it's just been crazy, man. It's just been so cool. Next, we got the little True Believers goodness, as always. You know, I gotta pick these up. We got the Criminally Insane from Marvel. These got these first appearance. We got Purple Man, which this is written by Stan Lee. Otherwise, I might not have picked it up, because I know Purple Man is kind of more obscure, but it is. I think it's like issue 4 of Daredevil, so it's a very early issue. Yeah, issue 4 of Daredevil. It's a very early issue, and Stan Lee scripted it, so I couldn't pass it up. We got the one There Was No Way I was passing up. The Dracula. Oh man, I'm putting this with my Tomb of Dracula Blade first appearance facsimile. No way. Oh man, I was so glad to get this because I'm a big horror guy, so that one was just really cool to have. Next we got Dollar Comics DC Batman Huntress. What is this? Cry for Blood Part 1 by Greg Rucka. I flipped through this one. I'll have to read this one of these days, but it didn't seem like there was really any I guess there's like one page of Batman. Honestly, this one seemed, I guess maybe, it's a part 1, but this one seemed almost like really, I don't know, seemed like really into like the mob stuff, and it had, flipping through it seemed really interesting though, so I'm gonna definitely have to check this out. And that cover is just awesome, with Huntress coming out in the new DC Birds of Prey movie. That's a cool one to have. Next we're gonna get into Marvel. We got the #1 dropping, Guardians of the Galaxy. It is here, from Al Ewing. Then It's Us. Issue 1. That's what the name of the chapter is, or the name of the issue is. Then It's Us. I thought this was pretty cool. It wasn't anything like mind-blowing, I wouldn't say. I think that Immortal Hulk is still his better title. It made me definitely, like, this actually has more aspects of kind of like, I never read his, what was it, the Ultimates run, so I don't know. People in the comments, if you've read the Ultimates, Al Ewing's Ultimates run, and then you've read this, let me know if that stuff like that ties in. I've noticed the nods and stuff from Donny Cates' run, because now we got Rocket. It looks like he's gone through surgery and stuff, and he's all well now. And that Peter, they're kind of having like a little Toretto family barbecue. It seemed like they're kind of just hanging out at the table. The Guardians are kind of hanging together like the Torettos do after the Fast and Furious movie would end. They're just kind of like, oh yeah, family. We got family together. Like, wouldn't it be nice if we didn't always have to just go run and like, maybe we can take a break. And a lot of them are like, well, no, we're heroes. This is all I know how to do. And if I'm not being a hero, I don't know what I'm gonna be doing. And Peter just kind of he doesn't kind of really want to do that. Gamora kind of wants to chill out too. But Peter, of course, gets pulled in as always because all the other homies are leaving and he can't be left out of the fun. But it's kind of messed up because he leaves Gamora. I don't understand. I didn't understand that, why he bounced on her. Like, it's like, bring her with you, dude. I don't know. Peter's always doing some dumb crap and always just screwing up, man. He don't know how to do things. I mean, as soon as when he left too, he didn't even leave her a note or anything. He sends her a text message, and Rocket's like, dude, you could have left her a FaceTime voicemail at least. He's like, you're stupid. Next, I think this might have been my favorite Marvel title this week. The Web of Venom, The Good Son. One shot. I'm a huge fan of the movie The Good Son with Macaulay Culkin and Elijah Wood. Huge fan. So this really intrigued me at first. I almost wasn't going to pick it up at one point because I was like, okay, Donny Cates isn't writing it. But I flipped through it and it was in my poll anyways because I get all the Web of Venoms. But Donny Cates has his hands so deep in all this stuff. This is a great issue. Great issue. Zach Thompson did a great job. It's nothing mind-blowing, but there are some really intriguing things that go on with Dylan in this that if you are reading Venom, if you've been reading this whole time, this is an issue you don't want to miss. This is a must-read, I believe. And we get some details about Sleeper, too, in the back. It's not just, there's actually 2 stories in this. One about, Normie and Dylan, about what's going on. You'll have to figure out who the good son is. But it was really cool to see, like, kind of get to know Dylan a little bit more and see what's going on in his head. And man, so it's crazy. It's pretty weird, man, and crazy. So I think that this is one you're going to want to check out. And yeah, man, I had fun with this. I had a lot of fun with that. Next, we'll end it off with the Dawn of X titles. We got, actually it goes first. The order that it goes this week is Marauders issue 6 first, and then Excalibur. Marauders issue 6, I can't say enough about this title. It's absolutely amazing. The artwork is astonishing. I love it so much. And some big things go down in this issue. Big things. If you've been wondering what's going on with Sebastian Shaw while he's lurking around, you're going to want to pick this up and find out what's going on because some big things happen, and some big things happen with Kitty Pryde, aka Kate Pryde, aka the Red Queen, baby. Man, this was a great issue, and me and Trinity, we called it, man. We knew that snaky, that mother, he was up to something, and you gonna have to read this to find out, because I don't like to get into spoilers on this, but look out. I was lacking. I gotta do my issues. I gotta do a spoiler review for the 4 issues that came out 2 weeks ago, and then I'm gonna do my spoiler review on these, or maybe I'll do these I'll get my reviews out though, so we'll talk about it. And make sure you check out Second Street Marvel's live stream that I'm gonna be collabing with him every Saturday, me, him, and Chaos and Comics, and we will be talking spoilers on these issues, Dawn of X. So make sure you're there, or be square, baby. And then we got Excalibur issue 6. This was a decent issue. I liked the issue before a lot better. It was still really good. It seemed like this almost kind of ended the story arc in a way, so we might continue when I think Fallen Angels is the one that ends on issue 6. Excalibur is going to continue to keep going. I don't know. I almost want to say I don't know if I'm going to continue with Excalibur. The way it ended was really cool. You know, we figure out more about the Captain Britain stuff between the brother and oh man, it's gonna kill me, between her brother, who looks like a crazy knight, which was really cool. And it's crazy because Marauders, we get one page spread like this. We get 1 page, and Trinity was happy as hell. In this, the first 2 pages, we get 1 page, and then we get 4 white pages. 4 white pages. Come on, Marvel. What are you doing? 4 white pages? I don't need that. I don't need it. Yeah, man. This one just hasn't been vibing with me as well. I really did dig the last issue. This issue was still good, but it's not enough. It's just not doing it for me as much as the other ones are. I think Fallen Angels is going to end, and I think I might drop Fallen Angels with this. I don't know though. I'm still, because I want to know what's going on with everybody. So we'll have to see, but I might be dropping, if Fallen Angels ends, I might be dropping Excalibur with it and just keep, because there's a lot of upcoming X-Men titles coming. X-Men 4, Fantastic Four. We got these giant one-shots coming out, these giant size issues coming out. There's a lot coming. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I gotta pick and choose, because I'm trying to get into more of the independent stuff as well, and I got a lot coming for that. I've been researching a lot of stuff, so we got a lot coming on the independent side. So that's what I picked up this week, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what you picked up. Sorry, this one went a little long. I wanted to keep it a little bit short, but I guess I never can do that. I always keep ranting, but hey, it's Dylan's Comic Book Rants. What do you expect, baby? But thanks as always for hanging out. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought of this week. As always, I am always really excited to know what you guys are thinking, what you picked up that maybe I missed out on, or just your thoughts on any of these books. I always want to know, and I always like the interactions in the comments below. So if you guys wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out, hitting that subscribe, hitting that bell notification, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.